Has pole dancing become an official sport? Mike Rodriguez and Nathan Wood. And Nathan, you're looking at me like, what? Where did you come up with this?
I YouTubed it, and I'm very okay with this becoming a sport.
And I'm sure you're very impressed after watching
Hell
some
yeah,
of the...
dude, I can't do this.
The reason why I brought this up, right here in Dallas tomorrow afternoon, the Southwest Spin Fest, presented by the Girls Room in Dallas, 3 o'clock to 8 p.m., at their Dallas studio on Lower Greenville. For more information, go to their website, thegirlsroom.com. The owner and operator of the Girls Room Fitness Studio joins us right now, Karen Pentecost. Karen, thanks so much for coming on, and tell us about Southwest Spin Fest and what we'll see tomorrow afternoon.
Tomorrow afternoon at the Southwest Spin Fest, the doors open at 3 p.m. The show starts at 4 p.m. You can purchase tickets at thegirlsroom.com under special events. We're going to expect over 100 people to this event. Yeah, it's an aerial fitness championship honoring athletes in aerial arts.
Athletes in aerial arts. And if you guys haven't seen this type of competition, think of something along the lines of, I guess you could say, Karen, Cirque du Soleil / acrobatic, aerobics, gymnastic. How would you describe just the pure athletic sport behind what we see these girls do on the pole fitness studios like this?
I would definitely use the terms that you just used, but combine that with, just regular people, not real Cirque du Soleil circus trainers who've been training forever. This is more of your, common layman athlete, I guess you could say. So your mothers, your daughters, your brothers, your sisters. And we're opening up this championship to men as well.
Wow.
How long would it take us for Imrod to be good enough that he could compete in this?
Well, some of the guys in the male category have only been training for about 5 months to compete in this category.
That is amazing.
Better get started, Mike.
Now, one of the things about the Girls Room is you guys have really made a name for yourselves in this community as being a place for girls to go and have fun. I mean, it's pole dancing / fitness competition. But one of the things I'm sure that you had to overcome was just some of the negative stereotypes that have been connotated with pole dancing and pole fitness, because obviously that's something that we see in men's entertainment facilities here in the Metroplex. But how have you overcome some of those stereotypes when you're saying, hey, listen, yes, you're dancing on a pole, but you're going to get a heck of a workout with it?
Yes. Well, honoring the fact that your sexuality is not negative is the first thing. And I think, people are going to bring sexuality into anything these days. And I just think the high standard and quality of instruction that we do at the Girls Room and the expectations that we have with our instructors and our training at the Girls Room supersedes most judgments. And I think when you see the quality of the sport and training tomorrow on Sunday, you'll understand that you really can't judge it in any negative, taboo type of opinions. It just takes such a high standard and quality of athlete to take it to this level that we're competing at tomorrow.
Do you often separate yourself between the two, though, Karen? I mean, or do you have some girls that also say, hey, you know what? I respect the art. I'm comfortable with my sexuality. I'm going to kick ass at Southwest Spin Fest and kick ass at the Girls Room. But then also, go to Las Vegas or go to some of the clubs here and make money doing that on the side as well.
Most of the people that come to the Girls Room or actually compete in these type of activities don't necessarily compare themselves to what is performed in a gentleman's club. I just think the quality of performance is two different scales. The agility, the strength, the flexibility, the technicality of our judging in this competition tomorrow separates, the basic, typical, generalized male, establishment facility from the gymnast perspective, the sport of it. It's two totally different things, and I don't think that most people come to the Girls Room to become exotic dancers or anything like that.
Do you guys have names for the moves?
We do. We have names for the moves, just like yoga has names for its moves. It's not there's not a governing body of yoga, just like there's not a governing body of moves for pole fitness, but we have created somewhat of a community and, camaraderie with other pole studios across the world to create this vocabulary per se for pole fitness, so we all can stay on the same cue and in our classes, in our fitness classes.
All right, so give me some of the names that I might see at the competition tomorrow. Or today. Today or tomorrow.
Some of the names of the moves that we'll see tomorrow.
I want to know, like, if when somebody does something, I could be like, oh, that was
a
the
triple
fill in the
Lindy.
yeah, like the sprinkler.
Yeah,
she busted
like
it
a
out.
Triple axle, like you see a triple axle in ice skating. We have things called the Iron X, the twisted grip handsprings. You're going to see a lot of handsprings. You're going to see twisted ballerinas, which is where you're completely wrapped around the pole vertically into a ballerina pose. So that's one. There's windmills where you're literally flying your legs in a windmill position, connecting back to the pole. There's things called Superman. That's a little more comfortable for most people to say. So there's Superman. There's, waterfall. There's lots of different names. You'll just have to come tomorrow.
I really want
my homework.
Yeah, we got to go out there because I want to know when I see the waterfall that I could clap and be like, Imrod, solid waterfall.
I'll tell you
right
what,
there.
I'm gonna have to do my homework because
Solid Iron X.
Karen has invited me to MC this year's event. I took part in last year's event as well, and I was completely amazed and mesmerized. Karen, your girls are superior athletes, and the girl that won last year, I really thought she could go on America's Got Talent and win that competition. What she could do on pole dancing and pole fitness, what she could do was literally breathtaking. I mean, it was unbelievable, Karen.
It was. I remember last year, it was almost like seeing the black swan of the competition just rise. It was breathtaking. I think the whole crowd was taken away on that one. And, a lot of pole dancers are going into America's Got Talent, and a lot of men and women are bringing it to the stage. And you're seeing more of it in a lot of shows where you can buy tickets to across the world in theaters. And I think there's just a new respect coming about for this amazing aerial artistry.
Karen, I'm trying to remember where I read this at. It was some sort of competition. It was like a pole, either dancing or gymnast. I'm not sure how the competition worked exactly, but I read a story about a guy that used to do MMA and was taking part in a competition that was all women and him. Are guys allowed in the girls' room to do this stuff if they want to?
That's a great question. We have been asked for the last, I've owned the girls' room for 5.5 years. We have 3 different locations. And I was the first in Dallas to have this type of fitness class. And we've been asked for many years. And this year was the first year that we realized that we had to open up a co-ed fitness class to allow guys to work out in the facility training center that we have, because we are top-notch. I mean, our training facility and our instructors, I believe, are some of the best in the world. And they begged and pleaded long enough, and we opened up a couple of co-ed training classes in our Dallas facility, and the 3 men competing in the competition this Sunday. One of them actually is driving in from a pole fitness studio from Arkansas, because anybody's invited from the entire Southwest region to compete. And 2 of them are from the girls' room in Dallas, the co-ed training program that we have.
Do they compete separately, the guys in their own division?
Might be a
or is
separate
it all
division. Yeah, it might be. I'm assuming.
Well, the one I read about, it was I'm sorry, it was all
girls?
one division.
Wow.
The guy with the girls, but you separate them for it.
In this particular setting, what we wanted to do was separate the men into their own category. For me, I know some competitions do have men and women competing against each other, and if the quality of talent was equal, I would say yes to that. But in this circumstance, this year in 2013 at the Southwest Film Fest, we are choosing to keep men in their specific category.
What an event it will be. Karen Pentecost, the owner and operator of the Girls Room, thank you so much for coming on. I can't wait till tomorrow's event, Southwest Spin Fest. For more information, go to thegirlsroom.com. As we mentioned before, from 3 to 8 at the Dallas studio on Lower Greenville, thegirlsroom.com. It will be quite a show, and really appreciate you coming on, Karen.
Thank you, guys. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow.